What up YouTube, and welcome back collectors. It's Patrick, also known as CardboardP, back again with another video. The Operation Share the Slab submission is back from CGC, so today we're going to be going over the cards and revealing their grades. I did peek beforehand because I'm impatient when it comes to grading my cards, but I think this is going to be one of the best CGC returns on YouTube. I personally haven't seen any with this many English pristine 10s, so I'm very excited to share these slabs with you all. This submission is a total of 65 cards, and a mix of some cards from my personal collection, as well as some of my favorite modern artworks that I graded to offer affordable graded cards for collectors to the market. All of the Share the Slab cards will be posted on my Instagram, which is linked in the description after this video goes live on November 3rd, and each slab purchase will come with a sealed Scarlet and Violet booster pack because opening packs is half the fun of collecting. The last thing I wanted to announce before we get into revealing these grades is I'm also running a giveaway on my Instagram that's running till November 13th, so make sure to enter that, and without further ado, let's clear the setup and jump into these grades. I separated the cards into 4 stacks just to make it a little bit easier because there's no way these all fit on camera. The first 2 cards are 2 of my childhood cards that I found when I was home. They were unsleeved, just in my childhood bedroom. One was in my brother's actually, so we must have split a pack growing up because they're from the same set. But the first one is the Crobat EX, which did pull a near mint 8, which I was happy about. I believe it does have a swirl somewhere around the wing or like inside of his body, but this is a cool one. This was my brother's, so I went ahead and graded that, as well as the reverse holo from the pack, which was a Deoxys reverse holo with that cool EX Deoxys stamp. So I just wanted to slap these up because they were the only childhood cards that I still have, and I wanted to get them protected. Moving into the next card. This is one I bought at a card shop. This is the Pikachu Secret Rare from Black and White base set. This did pull the mint 9. Pretty nice card here. If I can pick it up, yep, the Thunderbolt down on the bottom of the card, but this is a Secret Rare, and it is a shiny version of Pikachu, so I'm happy to add this one to my personal collection. And keeping on theme with Pikachu for these next 2, we have from Lost Origin the Pikachu VMAX, the Chunky Boy, in a Gem Mint 10. And if you want something a little bit shinier than that one, we have the Rainbow Pikachu, which also got the Gem Mint 10. These are both sequential, and they will be up for sale on my Instagram, but one of my favorite cards from the modern era. I had so much fun chasing the Pikachu. I was lucky enough to pull it. Mine pulled a 9, but this 10 will be for sale. Next card here, we have one from Hidden Fates. This is the Ho-Oh GX. This also pulled the Gem Mint 10. This is one that I picked up from my local card shop. I walked in, this card caught my eye. Beautiful colors, and I love the shiny Ho-Oh on this one. Next card, we have an Empoleon V. This got the near mint 8. Not too sure, it is a little bit off center, but there must be something with the surface on this card. Not too sure why this one got the 8, but unless anyone really wants this, I'll sell it to you, but I may hold on to this for a giveaway in the future, so stay tuned for that. Next card will be another Battle Styles, and this is the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX in the Gem Mint 10. This is my personal favorite card from Battle Styles. I know everyone likes the Sleeping Tyranitar, but I think the colors on this one are so cool, and I like the Clobbopus and the Cramorant. Just a super interesting card, and I love the shimmer that these VMAX alternate arts have, so I'm happy to add this one in a Gem Mint 10 to my collection. Next card here. Another one of my favorites, this is the Galarian Slowking. This one also pulled the Gem Mint 10. One of my favorite artists, Tomokazu Kamiya, illustrated this one. I have a copy of this in a 9. I'm going to switch it out, so I'm going to be keeping this copy and posting the 9 for sale, just because that one's a little bit more affordable, but I think this is one of the most unique alternate arts from the Sword and Shield era, and Tomokazu Kamiya has some beautiful artwork, so I was super happy about that Gem Mint 10. Another Chilling Reign card, we have the Galarian Articuno V in a Mint 9. Super clean. I think the only issue with this one was the centering. I did look over all of these cards and they're all clean in my opinion. I only submitted things that I thought looked very good and had a shot at a 10 or a 9. A lot of the 9s that we get in this submission were cards that I pulled, which is unfortunate, but I don't care too much because I pulled them and I have the memories attached to them. But if you look at this, we have our first Pristine, and it's none other than the Medicham V. Super happy about this one. I picked this card up raw at Collecticon. I thought it looked really good. One of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, the Plusle, Minin, Cloyster, they got everyone in the background. Super cool psychic fighting type Pokemon, and I love Medicham, so this is one for the PC, but I was super stoked about this one. But our first Pristine, and spoiler alert, not the last one we got during the submission. So keeping on brand with Evolving Skies, you can see the back of this card a little bit off center, which is why this Umbreon got the 9, just a little bit fat on the top, but honestly, this is a super clean copy. The corners are great, and one of the best cards from one of the best modern sets, Evolving Skies, the Umbreon with the moon, got the pincer out front, but banger. This one will be for sale on the Instagram, either going off raw prices for the 9, or I'll come up with averaging the last 5 comps. Next card we got here, another Evolving Skies, is a VMAX. This is the Duraludon. This one's actually kind of interesting. It does have a printer hickey right there. Kind of hard to pick up on camera, but this one pulled the 9. I thought it was pretty clean. Super crazy texture on this one, and the VMAX alternate arts just have that crazy sparkle to them. This one got the Mint 9. Super cool card. Underrated. I like the colors on that one a lot. Next card here, we got the Genesect from Fusion Strike, the breakdancing Genesect. This one did pull the Gem Mint 10. Super clean card. Love this one. Also picked this one up at Collecticon in New Jersey. Super fun time there. Picked up a ton of raw cards as well as some stuff for the PC. Next card, another Fusion Strike. We got the Greedent. This one pulled the Gem Mint 10. I love this card. Reminds me a little bit about my grandpa with the squirrel, as well as that dude is just the king of the tree, just feasting. So love this card. Happy about the 10 on that one. Next card, banger. We got the Mew VMAX in a Gem Mint 10 alternate art. The sparkle on these cards is insane. The VMAXs did it really good. A little bit disappointed on the Vs because they don't have that sparkle, but still both look incredible. This is a super good card, and I'm super happy that this one pulled the Gem Mint 10. Last card of the first stack is the Mimikyu V character rare from Brilliant Stars. I pulled this card myself. I thought it looked pretty clean. It's a little bit off center, but super cool Pokemon, and I decided to submit that as well. Going in with our second stack here, got some cards from Astral Radiance to kick it off. The first card is the Beedrill V alternate art. This pulled the Gem Mint 10. Beautiful colors on this card. I honestly think this card is incredibly underrated. Super sick one. I think Beedrill is underloved. They should get more cool cards. Next card, we got the Origin Form Palkia V. This one pulled the Mint 9. I think this has a super unique artwork. Old chessboard, super clean card. And to go with the Palkia, we also did get the Origin Form Dialga. This one did pull the Gem Mint 10. I was going to sell them in a set, but now they'll be individually for sale. This is illustrated by Mitsuhiro Arita. He did the base set Charizard, but the colors on this one are honestly bonkers, and the texture, super happy about this card. I also think this is a very underrated artwork, which you will find a lot of these cards, I think, are pretty undervalued. This is a great time to pick up a lot of these cards because right now you can get them at a pretty decent price, and I think there's a lot of room to grow. The next card we have here, this was one of my biggest pulls recently, the Aerodactyl V from Lost Origin. It did get the Mint 9 just because it's terribly off-center. The top is so fat, but Jurassic Park card, one of my favorites. This one's staying in the PC. I was geeked when I pulled this one. Fire. Moving into the next card, we got the Blaziken VMAX, one of my favorite Pokemon, Gem Mint 10 from Silver Tempest. I love this card in particular because it has May on it, one of my favorite trainers, but I was lucky enough to pull this one and I was super happy that it came back a Gem Mint 10. And as you can see on the next card, we have another gold label, which means this is another Pristine. None other than my favorite Pokemon, the Rayquaza VMAX. Unfortunately, this one's staying in the personal collection because this is my favorite Pokemon, and I honestly think this card is incredibly underrated. But super cool on this one. So happy this came back a Pristine 10 with Zinnia on the front. So happy with that one. Moving on to our next card, we got the Skuntank. This one got a Gem Mint 10 as well. I pulled this when my brother and sister were visiting me when we went and got an ETB from the card shop, so this is a little bit more of a sentimental card. I'm happy I pulled the 10 because this one's not leaving the personal collection. Another pull, the Unknown V, got the Gem Mint 10. I pulled this one as well. Silver Tempest was honestly pretty good to me. I pulled almost all the alternate arts except for the Lugia, which I did end up purchasing. It's actually in that case right there, which stay tuned. I'm going to be going over what's inside this case at the end of the year with a full collection tour, so make sure you subscribe for that. But I think this card is super unique with the victory symbols spelled out with the unknowns. Super underrated alternate art. Another gold label here, another Pristine. Bang, another one of my favorite Pokemon, Entei, this time from Crown Zenith in the Galarian Gallery. Pulled the Pristine. I love the Pristine labels on these CGC slabs. I honestly think trading cards look the best on these, and I know that the value's not much there as it is for PSA or Beckett, but I honestly think these slabs look super clean, and for me, I just collect them because I like the artwork. I don't necessarily care about the value, and I just wanted to grade some cards that I think are super neat, which is why I use CGC, but those Pristine 10 labels look so good, and I'm so happy that this one got the Pristine as well. One of my favorite cards from Crown Zenith. And another favorite, we got another gold label coming up, another Crown Zenith card, the Deoxys VMAX pulling the Gem Mint 10. I think this has a sick artwork with the planets in the back, cool colors. The Orbeetle looks like a UFO abducting the alien Deoxys. Super underrated alternate art, or I guess Galarian Gallery pull from Crown Zenith, but great set. I think that set is super underrated and honestly a good pickup. The artwork in that from a collector's standpoint is incredible. And another Pristine label, this time on the Darkrai. I picked this card up actually from Minimal Cards, so shout out to Minimal Cards. Great channel on YouTube, and I bought this card raw, looked really good, decided to send it, and it pulled the Pristine 10, so I'm super happy about that. I love the little door in the background, but the colors on this one, the like watercolor inspiration, beautiful artwork. Next card here, another Crown Zenith card. This was my only good pull from Crown Zenith. It did pull the Mint 9, but the Arceus V-Star. First time I opened Crown Zenith, I packed this card, and the texture on it's incredible. Akira Igawa is one of my favorite modern artists. I think he has some crazy unique artwork, so a lot of his cards are in this submission, like the Mew VMAX, but there's a few more coming up, but I think this is a incredible card, so I was happy to get that in a Mint 9. Another Pristine, back-to-back Pristines. Y'all better start calling me Pristine P after this one. Next card, we got the Miraidon Scarlet and Violet base special illustration rare. And to go with that, 3 in a row, we got the Miraidon. Both Pristine, both sequential. I'll probably sell these two as a set. I think they're very clean cards. The poster Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet, I think these will do well long term, but these are super cool. I was happy to get both of these in a Pristine 10. And another Pristine, this one's for the personal collection and my favorite card out of Scarlet and Violet base, but this is the Great Tusk special illustration rare. I think the colors on this card are incredible. The like sand tornado with the lightning and the ancient form of Donphan. I think this is a great card. And honestly, a lot of these special illustration rares I think are super hard to pull. The pull rates are very tough, and getting them in good grades is even tougher with the quality control. So I decided to pick up and grade a lot of these special illustration rares because I think they're pretty underrated and undervalued for how hard they are to pull. And then the final card in stack 2 is the Iron Treads, and this one didn't pristine, unfortunately. I would have been 4 for 4, but this one did get the Gem Mint 10. I think this one has some incredible colors with the space and stars in the background, but the future form of Donphan, which I think is pretty neat as well. Stack 3, and we're starting it with a pristine. This card is from Paldea Evolved, and it's the Wu-Chen, or Wu-Chen. Not too sure how to say these ones, but I think this is a cool artwork. The pristine low-key color matches it, but I think these new legendary Pokemon are pretty cool. So we got the Pristine 10 and the Wu-Chen. We got the Chiu and a Gem Mint 10. This is another Akira Igawa artwork. You can see the similarities a little bit in his art style, but I think this is an incredible card. Probably my favorite of the 4. Next one, we got the Chenpoow. This one also got the Gem Mint 10. Super cool blue colors on this one. Happy that this one pulled the 10. And then the final of the legendary is the Tinglu, and unfortunately this one got a Mint 9, but overall, I think Mint 9s are great cards. They're still very clean. Obviously, they're mint, but I think this is a beautiful artwork. Just the hollow shimmer on these special illustration rares is crazy. So happy to get the full set of those graded and slapped up. Next card here, we got the Tinkaton. So this is my girlfriend's card, actually, so she will be excited to see that she got a Gem Mint 10. Another pristine. This one's a big boy. Crystal Charizard, the new gen Crystal Charizard. Akira Igawa again on the artwork, but this is the Obsidian Flame special illustration Charizard EX and a CGC Pristine 10. This one was a super clean card, honestly, one of the cleanest ones that I sent, but this is staying in the PC. I think this is a great card. I like this more than the 151 Charizard, and even a little bit more than the Paldean Fates Charizard. Next card here, we got some 151. Probably my favorite illustration rare from 151, the Polywhirl. I think this card just has a super unique and cool artwork with that Polywhirl looking at his reflection, the colors on it, the raindrops. I think this card is perfect. Very underrated in my opinion, but I'm happy that this one pulled the Gem Mint 10. Some more 151. This one I actually pulled myself, which I was super happy about. I'm trying to get one special illustration rare from each Scarlet and Violet set, so I was happy to pull this one. Another Mitsuhiro Arita artwork, but this one is the Blastoise and a Gem Mint 10 special illustration rare. The Alakazam with the Mint 9, super cool special illustration rare. This set is shooting up in price right now, so I think these are great pickups at the time because as of right now there's no English reprint announced, but super cool special illustration rare on this. And the next card is my favorite special illustration rare from 151, and that's the Zapdos. I love it because it has the Articuno, Zapdos, and the Moltres like the original movie, all flying through the sky, so this got a Gem Mint 10. This one will be for sale. I also graded a second one. They both got Gem Mint 10, so I'm happy I get to keep one. But we have two, one for the store and one for me, because I think that is the best special illustration rare in 151. Next card here, We got the A-Palm. This one's from Paradox Rift illustration rare. This pulled the Gem Mint 10. I really like this card because Yuka Mori is the artist on this one, and they do all the claymation arts. So they've been illustrating, or I guess sculpting cards for as long as I can remember. A lot of my childhood cards, any claymation one, is probably the Yuka Mori artist made those. So this is a super cool card and one of my favorite artists. A lot of nostalgia for the Yuka Mori artworks. Moving into the next card here, we got the Alaria Gem Mint 10 from Paradox Rift. Super underrated. Like I said, I'm basically saying all these cards are underrated, but I truly believe that all these cards are great pickups and they're going to do well long term. But I have the shiny Swablu on my copy of Sapphire. I'm so excited to evolve that into the Alaria, so I'll probably keep this card. And then from Paradox Rift, we got the Roaring Moon EX. I play a Roaring Moon deck. This one did get the Mint 9. Super beautiful with all the Scream Tail and the Among Us mushrooms down there, but super clean card. This one must have just been centering maybe that corner up there. It looks like there might be a little bit of whitening, but overall very clean card and a very cool artwork. We have another Pristine. This is one of the cards I was most excited about submitting. My favorite Scarlet and Violet Era card, but this is the Bubble Mew, so I'm super stoked to get this one in a Pristine 10. I think this is such a fun artwork, beautiful colors, and one of my favorite Pokemon Mew. So when I saw this card, I really wanted it. I bought it back when it was around $70 or $80, I think. And now the prices have shot up, but I'm so happy I picked this up when I did. I ended up trading a bunch of bulk for it at the local card show. Bought it, looked really clean. I had a second copy that I submitted to PSA that was a little less clean. That one did pull the 9, and I sold it, but this was my PC copy, and I'm so pumped that it pulled the Pristine 10. This one is definitely staying with me till the end of time. And another back-to-back Pristine, another Paldean Fates card. This time it is the Garvor EX Special Illustration Rare. This one also pulled the Pristine, so this is a super cool one as well, another Gen 3 Pokemon. I love the Wooper there, as well as the Sleepy Pachirisu, but another beautiful card that pulled the Pristine. Super happy with this. Honestly, a lot of these are very low pop, and I'll be cutting pretty good deals on these. I see some crazy prices on eBay, especially some towards the end of the video, but I'll be doing like half that price because I love the artwork and I want to spread that artwork with more people. And we'll move into our final stack here. A little bit of a longer video, but I've been looking forward to this, and I hope you guys all like these cards. This is another potential giveaway card. Not too sure what the issue was with this one, but super incredible artwork. I love Temporal Force is probably one of my favorite sets of Scarlet and Violet. This one pulled the 8, so this one may be a giveaway in the future. Must be something on the surface because the centering's a little bit off, but the corners look pretty good. But this one pulled the Near Mint 8, so that one may be saved for another giveaway in the future as well. We got the Walking Wake. This one did pull the Gem Mint 10. I like the ancient and future forms of the, or I guess these are just the ancient of the legendary beasts, Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. I think these cards are very cool, and they're kind of like the rookie cards for the ancient versions of them, which I think is pretty interesting. So this one pulled the Gem Mint 10. The Iron Boulder, shout out to my Disney adults. This one's got a hidden Mickey, but this one pulled the Gem Mint 10 as well. Not a very expensive card, but I think this has a beautiful artwork, and the texture and sparkle on these special illustration rares is insane. And just the odds of pulling them is pretty low, so getting one already in a good grade with a chance to pull another seems like a no-brainer to me. This card, I'm actually super happy pulled a 10. My mom pulled this when they came to visit, so we opened a bunch of packs, so she pulled this one. This was our best hit, so I decided to grade it, and it pulled the Gem Mint 10. So they came when Temporal Forces had just released. We opened a few booster boxes and some ETBs, and this was the best card we had to show for it, so I decided to get that one slabbed up. Next card here, we got the Hearth Flame Mask Ogerpon, not Temporal Force, it's Twilight Masquerade. It wasn't super nice to me, so I decided to pick this one up for the PC. I think this one is pretty cool. It has some cool texture on it, and I think the Hearth Flame Mask is the coolest out of all of the masks. It looks like those Chinese dragons they do in the New Year's parades. So I decided to pick that one up. We got the Tatsugiri. This one also pulled the Gem Mint 10, so any sushi lovers, this is a perfect card. I love the colors on this, and just a silly Pokemon. I think this is a cool card. I was happy to get that one in the Gem Mint 10 as well. It's got some dust on it. This next one is my girlfriend's card again. This one, I had some of this dotting down here, so I told her that it probably wasn't going to get a 10, but she liked it, so she wanted to submit it anyway. And it got an error because of insufficient ink, so that's pretty cool, so she'll be happy with that. I think this is a silly artwork. I love the Psyduck and the Bellsprout in it. We're getting down to the business end here. Another one of my favorite illustration rares, the Horsey. I think this is a beautiful card. This one pulled the Gem Mint 10. Deciding if I want to keep this or not, I think this is a super cool card, very clean copy, but that one may be posted for sale. And another one from Shrouded Fable, the Persian. I did pull this one. It did get the 9, so a little disappointed because I pulled it, but I think this is a sick artwork. Reminds me of my cat Palu. And another pull from Shrouded Fable. This is the Pheasant Dipity EX special illustration rare. Like I said, I'm trying to get one special illustration rare from each Scarlet and Violet set, so I was happy to pull this one and add it to my collection. Getting down to the business end, we have the Stellar Crown cards coming up next. This is the Hydrael. This one's probably staying in the PC. Got the Gem Mint 10, and honestly, I don't have any other cards in my collection that are this color. Very unique art style as well, so I think I'm going to be end up keeping that one. But we do have one of the new rainbow borders, the Galvantula EX. This one did pull the Gem Mint 10. The rainbow borders are honestly growing on me. I think this card looks super good in a slab, so happy to add this one. That will be available in the drop. And the final Stellar Crown card is the Rudy, the Darkspun EX special illustration rare, and this one also pulled the Gem Mint 10. So anyone with a wiener dog or just a fan of dogs in general or cute cards, this is perfect for you. 3 cards left. We have another Pristine, and this is my favorite promo from the Scarlet and Violet era, the Kindra EX. Super happy that this one pulled a Pristine. Whenever there's a good promo, I always look through all the boxes, so I looked through all of them, and we did end up getting 2 Pristine 10s. I saw one of them on eBay for like $500. I think that's ridiculous. I think this card is incredible, but not $500 incredible, so I have 2. So I'm going to share the slab a little bit, share the love, and one of these will be available for definitely less than $300 rather than the 5 on eBay, so keep an eye out for that. I think this is one of the best investments personally. Just a beautiful card. Both copies are so clean. 2 Pristine 10s on them, and then the final card of this submission is another promo, and this is the Greninja, and this one didn't Pristine, but it pulled the Gem Mint 10. So overall, I think I did incredibly well with this submission, and a lot of these cards are going to be available on my Instagram when this video is posted, so feel free to click on the link in the description because they will all be at or below market value, because I want to share some beautiful artworks and some beautiful cards and a hobby that brings me so much joy to everyone else in the community. So if you enjoyed today's return, make sure to leave a like, make sure to enter the giveaway on my Instagram, and make sure to share the slab. Thank you guys so much for watching.